and gentlemen, this is about creating success for you and what you want to achieve for your life. And we do it with essential services. Are you kidding me? I love it. When I saw this 18 years ago, and yes, I've been doing this for 18 years, I was so thrilled that I could fit this in part-time spare time. My name is Megan Williams, and as I represent our company today and share with everyone the compensation plan, I want you to know that this is your chance to learn how to master the compensation plan, get your business to explode with customers so that you can have some great upfront money and you can have the long-term residual income that you want to create for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your chance to learn. Now, I'm going to tell you, I had no business experience prior to this. I worked this around my busy schedule and we got results. And it's because I just followed the system. And today, as we talk about the system and how it can work for you, I want you to get excited about what's possible for you and your family because of our compensation plan. So I'm going to share my screen here, and I want everyone to understand that you're not going to know everything the first day. The big thing is you want to keep little teeny goals in your mind as we go. And the very first goal is you want to get in a position to even earn money. So when we look at the compensation plan, we look at this idea that we have services. Now, we learned already all the great ways to get approached and to get these services, but you got to knock them out. You've got to make a decision. And I love that we can earn more points from ID Seal and things like Vivint. It's phenomenal. Even Flash Wireless right now is double points, which is so great. And so look at this. You could pick 5 services today. Look at yourself and pick a few things that would work for you and your family, and you could be at that first $200. Let's break it down. So remember, in our business, we make upfront bonuses, customer acquisition bonuses. The first 3 services, at least 7 points or more, will earn you $75. If you add 2 more services that equal 10 points or more, you now get $200. And at that point, for every 3 services that hit more than 6 points, you get to add $200. So let's just say that you had multiple people in your family who use wireless. You could choose to put them in as different accounts, and you'll have more services and more upfront bonuses. I loved it because if I was going to pay for my kids, I wanted to have free cell phone service. And so each of their services counts towards our free service, which is phenomenal. What I love about this too is there's no limit. If you know someone who owns a lot of properties or you work with businesses, you can get as much customers as you want right away. And the reason why we want to get customers is so that we can grow our residual income. Once you hit over 40 points, you're at 5%. And then over 60 points, you're at 10%. But I'm going to keep this simple. In your notes right now, make the goal for 40 bills. That way, you'll be over 60 points in the next 120 days, and you'll start to see at least 10% coming back of all the work you personally have done. Now, this is really important. I always tell everybody that you want to make goals every single week. See, when you work this part-time spare time, you want to be efficient. I pull out my little trusty planner here, and I write down the things that I'm focused on for the week. Again, it might be that I'm going to get 2 households. That could be anywhere from 5 to 10 services. And so I love it because you never know. Now, if you're in a non-energy state, you might get 2 households and it might be 3 services between the 2 households. But again, you want to make a goal for yourself. And then you're always moving across the compensation plan, which is so important. It's so important that you're always making success. Consistent effort long-term is how you win. It's not about doing something once and being rich. Guys, that's not what this is. This is about building an asset. It takes time and it grows as you grow, which I love. Now, 200 points and 20% is your ultimate goal. But we're going to work on that over the next year, part-time, spare time. But the reason why we want those same 40 services is so that we can also maximize what's called overriding residual income. That means if I joined your team, then you would get to earn a percentage of my customers if you have customers. See, in our business, you don't make money unless you do the work too. So with your first 25 points, or I like to say about 12 services, you'll be at a place where you can get paid on what your team is doing in 2 levels or generations. After you have 50 points, or that's about 30 bills, then you will have paid all the way through 4 generations. And of course, with those 40 bills or 75 points, you get paid through all the levels. But again, if you just make a goal, I'm going to go after 40 bills, that could be 10 households that have 4 bills each. Now, in our business, we want to have leverage and we want to build this overriding residual. So to do that, we've got to get services ourselves and then help other people get services. So imagine you invited me and Renata to do the business with you. Well, you'd be excited. Let's say one of your other best friends jumps in and now you have 3 new partners who you personally sponsored. As we get customers, we get to earn up to 20% and you get to earn the 4% override. Now, over time, that's going to turn into something that looks pretty exciting as more people are invited. See, I'm going to invite people you don't know. Renata's going to invite people you don't know. Boris is going to invite people you don't know. And because we are excited, we're going to create money for ourselves, but you get to win too. And I love that because you don't know how many customers other people are going to get. You don't know how much they're going to do, but you get to leverage that efforts. Imagine if all of a sudden you had 15 people in your team and over 146 services of actively paid bills. That's a huge asset. And if the bill was $20, you can do the math. If the bills were $30, you can do the math. It's really exciting. But what I want everyone to know is, again, this is not just about getting partners. This is about everybody winning with residual income. That means we need to get customers. And so again, we're going to keep it very simple. You want to get a handful of customers and you're going to tag a couple people to get a handful of customers. Now, the first earned position after your customer qualified is called executive team leader. Now, I'm going to show you this position because this should be your goal this week to get this done. And we're going to show you different ways to do it and different ways to get it done right away. Now, if you look here, executive team leader means the combination of your team has at least 30 points. But it's easier to get that if you have a couple team members. And it's really exciting because if you invite people to jump on Zooms and we share this together, they're going to see the value to be your customer or to work with you and be their own customer. And if we get over 30 points, at least 15 in our teams in the next 30 days, there's an extra $425 on top of it. Now, if you sponsored me and Boris, and the 2 of us each got customers, you would earn a $50 bonus, which I'm going to explain in just a minute. But understand that if we all get customers and we're all working, you could have an extra $425 on top of everything that we're doing. That is so exciting. And each of the positions are so important that we get customers. And really, once you hit executive team leader, you're going to want to run to the next position called regional director. See, at executive team leader, you get personal training with our owners. But when you're a regional director, you get interactive training, which is so phenomenal to take your business to the next level. What is regional director? Well, that means you've got a lot of executive team leaders in your team because the combination equals over 600 points, 300 bills between 3, 5, 10 lines of groups growing. And then ultimately, hopefully at this point, you've got lots of people excited about residual income and you are building a nice customer base that gets you to regionalized president where you get paid beyond your 5th level as your team is growing. But what does this mean for right now? What this means is that as we get more customers, we make money. So again, your first goal, is customer qualified. Once you're customer qualified, if you sponsor someone in your business and they get customer qualified, you earn $50. So this week, if 5 new people joined your team, you could earn $250 as each one of them gets customers as long as you are customer qualified. But the combined effort of everybody's services gets you to the next position and levered effort. That's called executive team leader. The combination of your team has enough customer points. And now, not only when you sponsor someone, but when someone in your team sponsors someone, as long as they get customers, you earn $50. So let's say next week, you're executive team leader. The same 5 people each sponsor one person in their team. Well, they each get to earn $50 when that person is customer qualified, but you get to earn $250 with leverage efforts. And over time, your team is going to grow and grow and grow. And all of a sudden, you're going to be regional director with 600 customer points. And now when someone in your team sponsors someone, whether you sponsor them, an executive team leader sponsors them, or a customer qualified person does, you could earn anywhere from $150 to $200 one time. Imagine the same 5 people each sponsor one person. And now you get to times 5 by $150 to $200. See, this is when multiplication comes up. This is when real leverage effort happens. So we want to get you success as fast as possible. And then, of course, regional vice president and senior vice president open up to even more bonuses and more success, increased compensation, and residual income below that 5th level, which is so important. I want to talk just a little bit about how do we get this going? How do we make this happen for you and your business? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's about sharing this with other people. See, what I learned is that it's not about who you know and how good you tell it to them. It's about timing for them. See, a long time ago, when I started this business 18 years ago, I learned really quickly that I could not convince anyone to make money with me. All I could do was share with everyone how excited I was and how much it made sense. And then together they could decide what they wanted to do. I found it was so much easier if I just became the inviter. And today, as we talk about this compensation plan, the idea is you cannot get wealthy on your own. I need you to understand that. See, I had a job, I worked hard, I had my master's degree, I did all the things I could by myself. But that wasn't going to create wealth. You have to have leverage efforts. And most of the time, leverage efforts means you've got a lot of money to work in your favor. What I love about network marketing, though, is you don't. You don't have to have a lot of money. You have to have a work ethic and ability to invite and not care about what people say or think, but you only care about what you're going to create. That's the key in this whole business. So building a team is about timing and about just inviting and exposures. So as I take us through how to be successful in inviting people, simple, easy, and most effective in and efficient in your busy schedule, what I want you to look at is, and keep in mind, it's just about having fun. See, the more fun you have with this, the more success you're going to get, which is so nice. And what I really love is that you don't have to be the expert. I didn't have to be the expert 18 years ago. I just had to be the inviter. So let's talk a little bit about how we build this team and how we create this success for all of you here very, very quickly. We love the technology of Zoom, okay? So you want to set a date right now for a time that you can invite as many people as you can on Zoom right away. Maybe your very first one has your favorite 5 people on it. Maybe your next one has 10 colleagues. Maybe your next one has 15 people. But you need to pick a time that works for you and the person you're working with to create a time to share. Now, the more people you put on and the more efficient, then the more success you're going to have. And you're going to get a lot of support from other people, which is really nice. So I always recommend make a big list. Now, I know some of us are going to say 100 names. That's intimidating. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I started off with 12 names. And because it was so small and I wasn't very good at it, I got a lot of negative responses at first. And I'm so glad that I didn't let that stop me. Instead, what I did was make a bigger list and I got out of my comfort zone and I put more associates and colleagues. And then these are the key things we like to add. We like business owners, people who already understand leverage and working their time smart. We love people open for opportunity, for something new and different. And right now, people are open to something new and different because everything is different than it was a year ago. We love established network marketing experience, people who've done stuff and sold things before. Real estate professionals love this. This is the perfect thing to add to what they're already doing. It just enhances their relationships with their clients and makes it better. And then, of course, there's everybody else. It is so important that we look at everyone else. So, who is everyone else? Well, we call them WIP. See, this is where I fell. I fell in WIP. I had a work ethic. I was hungry for something different. I had integrity. If my brother asked me to listen and show up, I drove the 2.5 hours and showed up. Nowadays, we can just get on Zoom. And so we're going to find out what kind of people we really want to do business with because it's so easy. It's so easy to jump on a Zoom and listen to why your friend's excited, but it's also easier not to do it. So we're looking for people who have integrity, people of influence, who sets up social events and everyone shows up, who wants to do a service project and people come and hang out and do the work and they're willing to do it and they're excited about it, who says, I like this, come see, and people like it. Invite them, invite those people, and then over invite. Come on, we've all had a birthday party, we've all had a friends, we've all been at weddings. You've got to over invite. Things just come up. It's not you personally, it just comes up. And so I want us to realize that this is about just inviting. And you can share the question, how do you look at other ways to make more money? Or what if you could make more money around your busy schedule? Or my personal favorite is, I really enjoy getting to spend time with you. I'm working on a business project. I want you to see it. Would you be open to looking at it? Those are some great things you can say to people. Take a screenshot of this. Make sure that you have this down in your head. But when they ask you, what is it? I want you to share why you're doing the business more than what it is. So you can tell them it's about essential services. It's about redirecting money. But most importantly, it's about me getting more time with my family, less overtime. With the things that have happened in our economy right now, I want to have another stream of income. And I see the value of what this can create. And what I love about it, it just enhances what I'm already doing. I know you're going to find value. Will you jump on and listen with me? You've got to ask the question, will you jump on the Zoom and listen? Will you just take time to see why I'm so excited? I'm working with really great people and they're having a ton of success. But what I really love is how much they're helping me win. And so I've got a few minutes of their time and they're going to help me share it with you. Can I count on you to be there? Those are the kind of words you need to say when you're inviting. And I'm going to be really honest with you guys. A lot of people still aren't going to show up. They're going to ask you a million questions. Please don't act like you can't answer them. Of course you can. You can answer the questions, but what you need to say is, I can answer those questions because I see so much value. But the truth is, you need to see it the same way I did to make an educated decision. Can I count on you for 15 minutes to jump on and meet the people I'm working with and just listen? What I love is I felt no pressure. I know you're going to feel the same way. It's going to be fantastic. So if they start asking you a million questions, here's some things you can look at. You can be new. Listen, I'm new, but I'm excited. And I know it has value for all of us. I am going to tell you the individuals I'm working with are sharp. They're like you and me. They see things, they're busy in their current careers, but they didn't want to miss out on what is possible with this secondary income. What I love is essential services. We're not selling anything to anyone. Can I count on you to jump on and just listen? I promise you're going to find value. And lastly, if they really won't jump on, do a three-way phone call. Build the value with someone else. Let them help you talk to them and share with you how this can work. Again, really, truly, we have people in our lives who are going to listen. just invite them to listen and practice on them. Say, listen, I'm not asking you to do anything but to jump on and listen. Can I count on you for your support? And then when we do jump on, we need to be professional. We need to be courteous of people's times. And we need to make sure that our microphone's working, that we don't have distractions going on in the house. No kids are jumping on our lap because they're cuter than the presenter. And we need to make sure we're showing our interest in paying attention and not on the phone and not text messaging when the presentation's going on. You know, you think these little things aren't important, but they are. So again, working from home and being professional has to go hand in hand. And ladies and gentlemen, this could be the answer to so many solutions. It was for me and my family. I could do it part-time, spare time. I could be able to build value for people to try my services. And I could fit it around my career. And what I want you guys to understand is there is this system. And when we're on Zooms, we'll help people answer questions with you. Your experts will be able to really help show people what's possible if they're really interested in the business. So take the time to do that. Take the time to schedule your own Zoom. Now, I want to talk about two more things besides just, sometimes we just have to go with a little bit of faith. So you're going to schedule a Zoom right away, even though you're not sure how it's going to turn out. But understand we have a system. And as we go through it, you're going to get better. So we have training that is always available to us, just like this one today. I would say I learned a ton. If you didn't get some nuggets from it, rewatch it and write down some things again, because training is key for us. And so I want to talk a little bit about what our owners are doing for us to make this the most amazing company in this new change of venue. We have to be online. We have to do this around our busy schedules. We have to fit this in, but they're making it so that we can be efficient. So why are trainings important? Well, we in ACN have the best training in the entire arena of direct sales. We help people see their goals and the potential and what's possible, have the ability to motivate people into action with our training. If you're not motivated today and excited about this, then that's all right. What I'm going to say is you're letting fear stop you. But the truth is it's so much bigger. You deserve to win. And we're going to showcase that and help you see that it's possible because so many people are winning. And then, of course, events build vision. Today, hopefully you got a little idea of what's possible. Could you imagine getting paid on what 15 other people are doing and the customers that they're redirecting? I mean, I just had an individual who had over 200 personal accounts because he owned a ton of properties. And all the people helping him now get to profit share in all of those services. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't understand. This is the best opportunity on the planet because everyone uses a cell phone, everybody has internet, everyone turns on a light switch. And so we want to be part of this because it helps you to build that there's more out there than just you. There's so much potential. It's amazing. And our company is doing more and more to make us understand and believe. So what are our steps to success? Well, you get started, you host your own PBZ. We help you get customer qualified, earn positions. And then as you're going through your training and as you're helping other people win, you get to be invited in special training classes and leaderships. And then, of course, we have our event, which is the Game On event, March 20th. Now, this is one that we want to set in our calendar, and we'll have the link to register very soon. It will be $20 for that event. I'm so excited about the March 20th event is that you're going to learn what's truly possible for you and this business. And I'm going to tell you the $20 is absolutely worth registering for. Right now, you might be looking at the business for the first time going, I'm not sure. Register for this event. The link will be available very soon. And what I want everyone to know is with commitment comes results. What I love about this business is it is limitless potential. And ladies and gentlemen, after you listen today, you get to decide how much of that you get for yourself. How much residual income do you want to build over this year of 2021? How much time do you want to put in part-time, spare time? How many Zooms are you going to, basically schedule so that you can be sharing this constantly with people over and over again so until you get what you want, which should be senior vice presidents. That's what we want, and we're going after it. And we're going to take people with us together to win. Will you be that person? Will you be that person who right now commits and gets customer qualified today, schedules a Zoom and invites 5 to 10 friends today? Share with them what you're doing. Be excited because I'm going to tell you there's not a lot of hope out there. There's not a lot of options out there, but this one works because everybody's using these services. There is no overhead, no commitment, no quotas. People are going to pay their bills until they die, folks. You just have to decide that you want to redirect those bills into your pocket so that you can have an asset growing for you and your family, and that you're going to build it consistently part time until you win. That's what this is about. Until you win. Not until you hit a position, but until you win and other people win with you. And we're excited to win together. So get back to the person who invited you to jump on this training and set up time to win. Make the goals today that you're going to be an executive team leader with team members in the next 10 days, that you're going to help everyone get customers and you're all going to win. And you're going to redirect this money and have everything that your family could possibly want for right now and in the future. We're excited to win together. We love ACN and what it can do for you and your family. Let's get busy and create successes together. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful February and God bless.